Hey everyone, this is part 2 of my altered wood shelf project. If you haven't seen part 1, you need to go back and check it out so that you can see how the shelf looked originally. I purchased the shelf at Goodwill for $2.99. And the funny story, if you haven't read a little bit on our comments from the first video, Jasmine and I were talking about it. There was a lady in Goodwill who picked the shelf up originally. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, she beat me to that. Because I knew as soon as I saw it, I wanted to use it for housing my my shimmer mist, or either my Lindy Stamp Gang inks, whichever one would fit. And well, she picked it up and she walked around the store with it, but I kept my eye on her. I was like, because she kept picking up things and putting it back. So I knew, I said, oh, she's going to put that shelf back, and if she does, I'm getting it. And sure enough, she put it down, and I was quick on retrieving it before anyone else did and added it to my cart. So yeah, I'm really glad I did that because it worked out nice. So anyway, again, it was just a $3 shelf, and it was just a basic wood, and I'm going to show you the back of it because I didn't paint the back out, but I changed everything else. So here's the shelf. I think it turned out really pretty. Originally, it was this, oh, sorry about that. This is the original finish on it, just a basic old wooden shelf. I didn't paint the back because I'm going to be adding hinges and mounting this to the wall, so I didn't even bother painting it. Okay, but this is what I've done to the front. To start, I primed it in white because all the primer I already had in my cabinet, and then I painted the whole thing out in black. I took my homemade shimmer mist, the clear, and spritzed it to make it sparkle. And you can't tell on here now, it kind of just looks a little ashy or dusty looking, but it sparkles a lot. It's not going to pick up on camera. And in the first video, remember how this was an old rusty brass? I took liquid mixatives, the silver, and painted it out. And it looks much more elegant now, I think. Just a beautiful silver. The paper in the back here is from the DCWV Bella Stack. It's a really gorgeous cream, and this beautiful black damask down here is flocked. I also have some I Am Roses flowers, the cream and brown ones. And actually these smaller ones here were white. And I just took my Lindy Stamp Gang sepia and sprayed them to get that soft latte color. The two large black flowers are from a rack from my sister. And then I trimmed it out with some black flat back pearls at the top. In the front, I used some of my favorite trim, which is this ruffled organza. I have it on in the front of each of the shelves. And then I took 2 rows of black mesh bling and adhered it to the front of it. And that's pretty much all I did to the front. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, and I do have 2 small I Am Roses, roses on the corners. And I didn't do much to the front because once you put the bottles in, it's going to hide all that. But I think it's gorgeous. And then on the side here, I just took some silver flourishes and put it here. And then I have another I Am Rose and a skeleton leaf and a stick pin that I made. And this beautiful cameo that's trimmed and bling. And then I also put another I Am Rose petals, and I think this one actually may be a Wild Orchid Craft, the one in the center. And I just layered them to make this gorgeous flower. And then this bling letters, LSG for Lindy Stamp Gang. So yes, I'm going to be using this to house my Lindy Stamp Gang inks because my shimmer mist bottles were way too thick. I couldn't get as many in them as I could the LSG. So I can get 11 of the Lindy Stamp Gangs. Oh, let me change hands here, guys. Sorry. I can get 11 on the top if I stagger them. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I can squeeze one more in there. Okay, so I have 11 on the top. And then the bottom is a little deeper. The depth of the shelf is slightly wider at the bottom. Apologize if I was out of frame. watching. But so I don't have to stagger the bottom. So I can get 14 down here. I don't have 14 bottles, but it can house 14. Sorry, I'm in way too close. Apologize for that. So if I back up here, so you can see it holds quite a few. And I have room for about 3 more bottles. And as you can see, after all the decorating, you really don't see any of it once it's full. So it wasn't really a point in blinging it out and doing all that, because you really don't get to see all the detail. So that's my shelf, guys. I had fun making it. I love the way it turned out. And I'm glad it can house so many of these, because my goal right now is to stop buying paper. I'm addicted to paper and lace and trims. So now I'm focusing on buying things that can help me organize my space a little bit better, because I'm running out of room. I have bags all over the floor and I need somewhere to house all this stuff. So this little shelf was the perfect addition to my craft room. So thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.